I don't feel like we have the time as a world to wait until we meet one-on-one in person. I don't think it's the most effective method, particularly if you're in a time crunch. And as somebody who feels like technology is advancing really quickly and we kind of need to start making changes now, I feel like we need to have a broader reach than that. So, did you ever have one of those moments where you just feel like you're doing something wrong, but you're not really sure what it is? That's kind of what I feel like my YouTube channel has been. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, going from one subject to another, trying to figure out which one I should be teaching and which one best suits me, and should I go with this one because it's interesting even though I'm not necessarily like the expert at it, or should I go with this one because I know a little bit more about it, or should I just go with a general concept because I feel like I'm a little bit more of a life coach, or any number of different things. But the truth of the matter is, no matter which path I take, it ends up feeling wrong. And it's taken me a really long time to figure out why that is. And I think the reason is because I don't want authority. I'm not on here to try to find a way to raise myself above others. I'm on here to try to find companionship. Now, I'm not looking for somebody to date, don't get me wrong. I'm married. I've got 2 babies. That's taken care of. I'm not looking to get out of that. I'm not looking to replace my husband. Thank you for offering, some of you random weirdos who ask me things like that. But I am looking for people to share life with, which kind of goes along with the marriage concept. Yes, I would love to have more couple friends, certainly. That would be one aspect. But I want, just people who fit into my community. I want my people. I want my besties. I want the people who I want to share my life with. I want to build a life with other people. My husband and I, my family, I want to find the people who share my values, who want to create a world with me. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to do. And I don't think that's going to come about by educating people on how to do things. That's going to come about by sharing who I am as a person, and then finding the other people who match with me. And I know that this is like a very me-centric kind of video right now, and I don't necessarily like that aspect because I really care more about you, like who you are and what you want to accomplish, and how that could fit into like a greater whole. That's what I'm going for. I want to create something awesome, and I can't do that by myself, and none of us can do it by ourselves. I've always known that. That's always been such a deep, resonating truth for me, and I just need those people, and I don't know how to find them. So I'm like, I gotta get myself out there, just like you have to do if you're dating. You gotta put yourself out there, you gotta introduce yourself, you gotta talk to people, so on and so forth. And I don't feel like we have the time as a world to wait until we meet one-on-one in person. And this is kind of a concept that's interesting to me because I literally work with a supplier who has an education process, and they talk about how you really should just, go out every day and talk to 7 to 11 different people and, build your business via that kind of method. And while I do think that's effective, and you can build a business in that way, or build a connection in that way, find somebody to date in that way, or even get fit because you're moving around so much. That's really a solution to any number of life's problems. But while I do find that to be a good solution in general, I don't think it's the most effective method, particularly if you're in a time crunch. And as somebody who feels like technology is advancing really quickly and we kind of need to start making changes now, I feel like we need to have a broader reach than that. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I need to do this with social media. For one thing, I'm pretty comfortable on a camera. I've actually recorded tons of YouTube videos, despite the fact that I don't have very many published right now on my channel. You may think otherwise because I do have a lot of how-to videos up, which I'm debating whether to keep or delete. I don't know. But any way you look at it, I am pretty comfortable on camera. I'm pretty comfortable with the idea of being something of a social media presence. I'm not necessarily craving the idea. I'm not like hugely into the idea of fame, but I'm comfortable enough with it, and I'm comfortable taking the backlash and getting the judgment and facing the critiques and things like that. So not everybody fits into that category, and that means it's likely my role. That's where I thrive a bit. Not necessarily in that I'm the best at making videos, but that I'm good at it to some extent. You may disagree, I don't know. But I tend to be able to talk. I tend to be able to communicate. I tend to be able to express myself pretty well. I'm able to share complex ideas in simpler ways so that people that don't necessarily share my vocabulary can still understand what I'm saying. And I try not to be judgmental, meaning I try very hard not to come across as like condescending or something like that, which my husband tends to fail at, just to be honest. So I feel like it's a good mesh, and I like the idea of being, like the spokesperson, I think, of being the idea individual. That's really where my talents come in. I'm actually pretty good at guiding others. I'm really not good at detail work. That is not my forte at all. I tend to skip over that as much as I possibly can. So, it's important to be able to bring other people in. That's the value of having a team. That's the value of having a group. That's the value of having a community, is that not everything has to fall on one person's shoulders. I tend to be more of a shaman type, or priestess, or a chieftain. I don't even know if I'd call myself that. But I'm not somebody who manages the day-to-day particularly well. It is not my skill. So I'm fully aware of my own inadequacy, let's say, and that I shine in particular avenues that really don't do a whole lot without other people being involved in this. So I am not at all saying that I'm better. I'm actually saying that I'm completely useless without my tribe. So I need to find my tribe. I need to find my tribe so that we can actually work together and build stuff up, because I have so many ideas that I can't figure out, and I need you. And the world needs us. And I think we can do some really awesome things. Like, I'm genuinely excited about what we can accomplish. So I don't want to be a chicken with my head cut off, but this is new territory for me, trying to figure out how to share myself and my life and still talk about what I and we can do together, how we can change the world, the type of life we can have. I mean, I think it's going to be freaking awesome. I want to build with you guys. I really, really do. I want to find you, and I want to build awesome things. I don't know how to describe it other than that. I'll probably go and, make more videos on this subject. It's like 1 a.m. I cannot get this out of my head. So I was like, I need to make a video and I need to post this. And I'm an insane person, clearly. So there's that. Thank goodness I found somebody to marry me, right? But that's where I'm at. That's where I want to go, and I would love to get to know you guys too. That's why I'm here, really. I'm not here for me. I mean, that sounds really stupid because it's such a me-centric video, but I'm not here for me. I'm here for we. I'm here for us to see what we as a group are truly capable of, to see what we can accomplish together once we come together. What we as humans, as humanity can accomplish if we come together as individual collections and, manage our own individual projects and so on. So it should be cool. And I really hope it works out. And I want this to be an opportunity for us all to really become our true best selves, or to aspire to always be moving toward better at the very least. So, thanks for watching. I know it's a little bit rambly, but hey, first video of a new approach, so we'll see.